Welcome to another episode of the Regular Irregular Show. I am Sleepy Melbourne in the building, and we are back to talk about Tower of God, chapter 646. Ooh, I almost said 466. That's that dyslexia for you. Chapter starts off with Enidu and Bam finishing their conversation, Enidu flying away after he realizes that Bam has friends that now have the chess piece shifts to us seeing Endorsi flying over Yura and Rachel before she blasts him out of the sky, basically letting them know, hey, I'm not here to play. Give me the chess piece, and nobody gets hurt. And Yura's like, I don't know who you think you're talking to, but I'm not the same person that you dealt with on the Hell Train. So let me show you a little bit of something. And so she pulls out a small chalice that she says she got from that place. And if I'm going to make an assumption, I would assume it is from the hidden floor. Not exactly sure how she got it out of there, but that's what I'm assuming this came from. But regardless, there's not a lot of information given about the chalice. We just see her unleash its massive Senshu attack on Endorsi, which seems to do some type of damage to her. Not exactly sure what, but the chalice crumbles inside of Yura's hand regardless. This would be a good time for, Yura and Rachel to make their exit, since they've gotten off a successful attack against Endorsi, a princess of Zahad. So surprised about that, but they can't because Bellier in his slime form has stolen the piece, and now they have to go and chase against the slime until he reveals his full body, saying, hey, let's stay on the same side. And they're like, you promised us this piece. What are you doing? He's like, I know I promised you. I know. And I really do apologize, but I need this because I have to be the one to kill Traumarite. So let's just go with the other part of the promise where I said I was going to make you two part of the new family and put you guys in position. Let's just, stick with that. Let me keep the chess piece and let's just keep moving forward. Which, if someone has been lying to me on multiple occasions that's supposed to be on my side, I would not be just like, oh yeah, sure, let me go ahead and just believe you again, because clearly you are not trustworthy. You're not on my side. You're looking to use me as much as you can and get as much as you can out of me before you discard me. And anytime that it seems like you have to bend to my will, you do. But as soon as it's advantageous or it's a neutral field, you definitely look to take that advantage for yourself. And so I wouldn't be trusting of him, but we know how dumb Rachel and Yura are. So they agree. However, this is where Coon interrupts, using his 3 lighthouses to surround Bellier and teleport the king piece out of his hand and into Coon's hand. This immediately is Coon's checkmate against Rachel, Yura, and Bellier, because he knows that Endorsi is going to be right behind him, and they're out of there with Bong Bong towards the arena. And now, this is where things get a little bit complicated. At the arena, we start to see more of the effects of Endorsi's damage. She's holding her stomach, saying that she took whatever happened to her, she's not sure, but this is the area that she got hit, and it's tiring, and she's pretty much in pain. Coon is as selfish as ever, saying, hey, can you use Bong Bong? I don't really want to have to walk all the way there. And she's like, this is why I hate you. You're insensitive, and I'm at my limits. Clearly, can't you tell? With which Coon is like, but you're a princess, come on. There is an enemy little ship, that little monster that's been flying around from the beginning when they started the games. It's back talking some mad trash. However, Endorsi does not have time today and immediately destroys it with a Shinshu blast. Coon is like, oh, I see you are back to yourself. She's like, hearing a loud voice snap me awake. Let's hurry up and go. By the way, you have both chess pieces, right? Coon is like, of course I do. Rock is inside of here with the other one. Rock is like, actually, I thought that was white chocolate. It wasn't white chocolate. Didn't taste good. I tossed it out of here because why do we need trash? That nigga is so simple. So simple. Everything is not food. Everything does not need to be food. But I also don't know why Coon would have put it in there with Rock instead of putting it in one of the other lighthouses that's like not watched by him. But I guess you would hope that he'd be a competent member. But he's always, outside of combat, like the weakest link. And Coon needs to start accounting for him if he's going to be the tactician. You got to know that Brody is just, he's not for the shits. But we have a issue because Enkidu finds the piece as he's flying towards the area. He lands in front of everyone with the piece in hand, talking about, I have a present for you, because what he wants to do is make a trade. However, Bam pops up right after Enkidu, and this is where they have a brief exchange with Enkidu making his, basically his argument to Bam for why they should trade pieces, and he should use his piece to get him and his compatriots free and allow Enkidu to make his way into basically destroying Traumaré, which he can't do. I don't know why he thinks like he has the ability to do that. I don't know what he thinks his Machiavellian scheme is, but like it just doesn't make sense to me at this point. Like, you're not strong enough, Brody, to like really damage them on a real level. However, Bam is pretty silent during this whole like call to action until we see an explosion of souls, which is that giant chimera beast basically that Traumaré summoned. Is kind of ripping through a little bit of the sprout, and so they get to see its massive soul prison being creature thing. Bam is looking at it awestruck, and Kita's like, see, look at this. This is why we have to get rid of Traumaré, which, I mean, I don't disagree. I just don't think that you're the correct person to believe in, sir. So we also get to see Rachel, Yura, and Bellier make their appearance. And then there is a little bit of an interruption. What are you hesitating for? You're a child made for revenge. And then Bam immediately is like, who? And oh shit, inside of Bam, there seems to be a little bit of a kerfuffle between Bam and his inner self, or not even his inner self, but V. V has made his appearance and presence known to Bam. You are sorry for being so sudden, but that body, let me borrow it for a moment. And now I don't think that V can take over Bam permanently, but I do think that this is going to be something that Bam has to overcome if he wants to climb the tower that he wants to climb and the way that he wants to climb it. Because I'm comfortable with Bam not looking to be full, all gung-ho, revenge, murder, kill. His goal was to see reality and get to the top of the tower. I'm here for that. But V, on the other hand, is like, nope, this is an opportunity for me to get at them too. I need to take your body over for a moment. So I think that he's going to take over Bam's body and make his way towards Traumaré and Gustang and kind of have an encounter with them. And then maybe Urek will be the one that kind of like gets Bam back because he has an affinity for Bam. So I think that that's how Bam will be able to get back control of his body, because Urek will do something. But I do think that those four will have some type of encounter. But Bam's eyes are glowing purple. His hair is no longer in its ponytail, and it seems like V is free. And that is the end of the chapter. I'm excited for chapter 647. V is back. I was not expecting that, but I do think it has to do with the fact that Enkidu used that weapon against Bam, and it did damage, or at least hit Bam's internal, that core, and hit that line where V is sleeping. So I think that has something to do with awakening V, and maybe he's not necessarily at full strength, so he won't be able to take over Bam permanently, like I said. But I do think that this is going to be a new challenge for Bam to be able to maintain control over himself and his own identity versus V. All right, but make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you think. All right, love you.